Hey kids, is everybody ready? I should say, I'm ready to learn with you today and have some fun along the way. Ready, set, go! Oh, I'm so glad to be with you. I always have such a good time with you. You're amazing and you do such great work. It's so fun to have a chance to visit with you. Now, guess what? Today, we're going to talk about ghosts and goblins and things that are scary for Halloween. I think Halloween's kind of fun. It's not really scary. It's just fun to pretend it's scary, isn't it? There's so many fun things to do. And ghosts and goblins and witches and skeletons, all those things are fun. But what's fun is to be able to dress up and to pretend to be somebody else. Pretending is so much fun. Do you love to pretend? Do you love to pretend you're a princess or a pirate or maybe a superhero or a doctor or a nurse? Anything you want, you can pretend to be and dress up on Halloween. Do you know what? I have a grandson that's going to be a minion and a grandson that's going to be a knight. I have so many fun costumes that I get to see on Halloween because people come to my house and knock on my door and I get to see them dressed up. And I love that about Halloween. Halloween is fun because we like to pretend to scare people. You know what? I think we should sing a scary song. Let's make a witch hat. Witches sailing through the sky on their broomsticks way up high. Black cats howl as they go by, for this is Halloween. Ooh, this is Halloween. Ooh, this is Halloween. Boo! Oh, that's so good. You are so scary when you do that. I love it. And sometimes I think it's more fun to scare people than to get scared myself. I don't really love to get scared, but I think it's funny sometimes to scare other people. Do you feel like that too? It makes it really fun, doesn't it? It makes it kind of tricky. Now, one of the scariest things is a ghost because they say boo, don't they? So you know what? I think we should make some ghosts today. You're going to need some lollipops. And that makes making ghosts even more fun because they're so yummy to eat. And you're going to need some tissues because we're going to make the ghosts out of lollipops and tissues. And you know what? You could make some and you could hang them in a tree or you could put them in your room. There's so many things you could do. You can make them hang up and they would be super fun. So we'll just see, or I guess you could even share some with your family and they could eat them. All right. First of all, what letter starts with ghost? Ghost. What letter do you think that is? Ghost. Let's see. What are some other things that start with that same sound? Girl. Are you a girl? Girl starts with ghost. Oh, look at this one. There's a goat. Oh, now this is a special kind of a present. It's a gift. Have you heard of a gift before? Now this one looks like a duck, but it's not. It's a goose. And, oh, my girl just fell down. Okay, girl, stay there. And can you see what this is? It's a gate. Girl, goose, goat, gift, gate. What sound does that make? G. Did you know what letter it is? Letter G. You're right. Nice job. Letter G makes a g sound. Let's see if we can write letter G. Can you get out a writing road or a piece of paper to write on? We're going to put capital G on this side And we're going to put lowercase g on this side so we can look at them while we write them. All right. I'm going to get my marker out. Now, capital G starts at the top of the writing road and it goes all the way around and comes back to the middle and goes inside. Can you see how it does that? It goes all the way around, comes back and goes inside. Is that what this one does? Let's do one more. All the way around, come back inside. It goes right up to that dotted line of the middle of the road. Now, lowercase g is a little different. Can you see that circle? It starts in the middle of the writing road. We're going to make a circle right in the middle of the writing road, and then it has a line that goes down and smiles underneath it. Capital G starts at the top of the writing road and goes to the bottom of the writing road and then comes inside in the middle. Lowercase starts in the middle, does a circle, and then a smile. Now this is another one of those really tricky ones that is a zero or a circle. Look at all those circles. Wherever you put the stick on this turns it into a letter. So if I put it right here, I have a letter B. If I put it right here, I have a letter D. But if I take it underneath and make it smile underneath the letter, I have a G. Now what if I don't bring it down to smile and just do it on that side? I have an A. So wherever you're going to draw your stick or your line is going to turn it into a different letter. And we're looking at letter G right now, aren't we? Letter G is kind of fun because it smiles underneath itself. I think it's fun to have letters that smile at me. How about you? And that is a good smiling one, don't you think? I love that part of it. All right, today we're going to talk about these ghosts and how scary they are. You know what we need to do? We need to, first of all, let's get our tissue box, grab a tissue, and we're going to get all ready to make it. We're going to need some glue. So get in your school tools and get out your glue. We're going to take the glue and we're going to get right here at the bottom, not on this round part, but right underneath it where the wrapper is, and we're going to twirl it around and around and around so that we have glue on the bottom of it. And then we're going to take this tissue and we're going to stick our lollipop right in the center, and we're going to pull all of it down and we're going to squeeze it. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Push it right into that glue, okay? Can you push it into the glue? And then we're going to reach inside of here and find that little stick and hold on to the stick. Now look, we've got to set this down for a minute so that he can dry. So I'm going to lay him down, and you know what? I think I'm going to make him a friend. Do you want to make a friend too? Okay, get your tissue box. Get another tissue out. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take, now look, this one isn't quite as tight. That's okay. We're still going to put glue down on the bottom. Glue all the way around. And then do the same thing. We're going to take our tissue and we're going to stick it right smack in the middle. And we're going to fold it over the top of it and squeeze it at the bottom. Well, that one got a little crunched. We can just pull it down so it's all straight, and we're going to squeeze it. Reach around and around, squeeze it really, really good on there. Then find the stick. And we're going to take this one and we're going to let this glue dry. So let's lay those ghosts down for a minute while you're getting yours glued all the way around, because it might take an extra minute. You work on it for a minute, and while you're working on it, I'm going to read you a story about a ghost. Would that be all right? The Deep Dark Secret. This is about a ghost and her friend, the witch. This book was written by Elizabeth Glenn and it was illustrated by Brenton Munn. Let's see the inside of this. One Halloween evening, the moon gave no light. The dress which Cackle wore was as dark as the night. Then she added black shoes and a black pointed hat to match her black shiny broomstick and black furry cat. At last she was ready to fly through the air in the hope that she might find somebody to scare. At her door she was joined by her ghost friend Big Boo, who in his best sheet looked frightening too. Then Big Boo and Cackle flew into the night, with Cackle in black and Big Boo wearing white. Just like this, Big Boo was wearing white like our ghosts are, wasn't he? But Witch Cackle had trouble wherever she flew. She was jostled by others and knocked all askew. "Oh, I'm sorry," said Bat, flapping one wing, "but before I bumped you, I saw not a thing." Each creature who shoved her made the same claim. None of them saw her, so they weren't to blame. Big Boo, however, had not one mishap. No one struck or gave him so much as a tap. Poor Cackle felt sore from collision she'd had, and her white-sheeted friend felt equally sad. When your friends are having a hard time, does it make it a hard time for you too? That makes it really difficult. "Let's walk," Big Boo said as he started to land. "Surely no one will bump into you if you stand." The two had just settled down when through the air flew Brainy the Owl with a solemn-eyed stare. "Hi, Big Boo," he hooted. "How are you, old chum? I'm having a party, and I hope you can come." Cackle waited, but Brainy said nothing to her. Tears welled in her eyes, and things started to blur. Then Brainy called out as upward he flew, "If you should see Cackle, ask her to come too." "But I'm standing right here," Cackle managed to cry. Brainy stopped climbing to peer down from the sky. "Oh, I never once saw you, and I have good eyes," Brainy answered. And then he looked suddenly wise. "I'll tell you a secret," he yelled from that height. "To be seen, you must always wear white at night." Now Cackle knew why so much had gone wrong. No one had seen her the entire night long. But Big Boo told Cackle not to despair, and from part of his sheet he started to tear strips for Cackle's arms and her waist. Then one on her broomstick and black cat she placed. Even witches, she'd learned, must wear white at night. Being seen keeps them safe and gives others a fright. If no one can see you, can you scare them? So when you're out and you're going to go trick-or-treating or outside walking around in your costume, you need to have a flashlight or maybe wear a glow stick around your neck. And you need to make sure that your clothes reflect so that people can see you and they don't look like poor Cackle just kept getting bumped and getting bumped because nobody could see her. She was so dark before she put on her white. You could see Big Boo, but Cackle's kind of hard to see. And look, even Brainy the Owl had some white on so that people could see him. So Cackle had to learn that, huh? When it's dark, dark outside, we have to wear things to help us be seen, don't we? All right, I think our ghosts are getting pretty dry. Let's look at them. Do they look like fun ghosts? Those are kind of cool, aren't they? All right. I'm going to get a black marker. Markers are going to work probably the very best. Our ghost doesn't have a face. Did Big Boo have a face? Let's check out Big Boo. What did Big Boo have? Eyes and a mouth. You think we should make some eyes and a mouth on our ghosts? So you can just do eyes or you can do eyes and a mouth. If you don't have a mouth, it's going to be hard for your ghost to say boo, isn't it? Okay, we're going to take it and we're going to put a little line here and a little line there. There's some eyes, and you know what? We're just going to do the mouth the same way. Another little line. Does that look kind of like a ghost? That was super easy to make. All right, let's get the other one. We need both of them to have them. Dot for the eyes and a dot for the other eye. Okay, and then we need just a little line for the mouth. Now, I'm going to put the lid back on. and snap it so it doesn't get dried up. We have 2 ghosts. Could you make more than 2? If you have lots of family and you want to make more, you just need to get more lollipops and more tissues, and you can make more. Now, another thing you could do, and you know what? I don't have any white string, but you probably do. We can take, I'm going to show you what we could do. I have a gray string, and I'm going to make kind of a long one. I'm going to get it long, and then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut it. Okay? And you could take them and you could tie it around your ghost's neck. We could just tie that around. This one might need a little bit of grown-up help. Do you think? I'm just going to tie it right around one time, right around the ghost's neck. And then you could take it, tie this up here. Oh, I got to get both strings. If you tied it at the top, oh, he's upside down. You could glue it on the top and let your ghost hang in your room. Of course, ghosts fly upside down too. The other thing you could do, if you were worried about that, you could even take your ghost and you can tie it on the top, or you could glue it on and have the string up on the top, and then you could hang it from trees. You could hang it in your room, and you could have ghosts anywhere you wanted. Ooh. Oh, you know what? Let's sing a Halloween song. We're going to start with skeletons, but we're going to end with ghosts. Are you ready? Skeletons kind of walk funny. You ready? Get one. One little skeleton hopping up and down, hopping up and down, hopping up and down. One little skeleton hopping up and down, for this is Halloween. Two little witches flying on their brooms, flying on their brooms, flying on their brooms. 2 little witches flying on their brooms, for this is Halloween. 3 little ghosts are floating in the air, floating in the air, floating in the air. 3 little ghosts are floating in the air, for this is Halloween. Boo! Do ghosts yell boo? They do. You're right. Oh, you know what? I have another scary book. The Little Old Lady Who Wasn't Afraid of Anything. Oh, does that look like kind of a scary, scary book? Let's read this one. This book is by Linda Williams, and it's illustrated by Megan Lord. All right, let's read about the little old lady who wasn't afraid of anything. Once upon a time, there was a little old lady who was not afraid of anything. One windy afternoon, the little old lady left her cottage and went for a walk in the forest to collect herbs and seeds, spices, nuts, and seeds. She walked so long and so far that it started to get dark. There was only a little sliver of moon shining through the night. The little old lady started to walk home. Suddenly, she stopped. Right in the middle of the path were 2 big shoes, and the shoes went clomp, clomp. Get out of my way, you 2 big shoes. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady. On she walked down the path, but behind her she could hear 2 shoes go clomp, clomp. That would be kind of scary. A little further on, the little old lady stumbled into a pair of pants, and the pants went wiggle, wiggle. Get out of my way, you pair of pants. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady, and she walked on. But behind her, she could hear Two shoes go clump, clump. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. Still further, the little old lady bumped into a shirt, and the shirt went, shake, shake. Get out of my way, you silly shirt. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady. And on she walked, a little bit faster. But behind her, she could hear... Two shoes go clump, clump. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt goes shake, shake. A little ways on, the little old lady came upon two white gloves and a tall black hat. The gloves went clap, clap. The hat went nod, nod. Get out of my way, you two white gloves and you tall black hat. I'm not afraid of you, she said. And on she walked, just a little bit faster. But behind her, she could hear... Two shoes go clump, clump. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt goes shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. One hat go nod, nod. By now the little old lady was walking at quite a fast pace. She was very near her cottage when she was startled by a very huge, very orange, very scary pumpkin head. And the head went... boo, boo! This time, the little old lady did not stop to talk. She did not stop at all. She ran. But behind her, she could hear two shoes go clump, clump. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. One hat go nod, nod. And one scary pumpkin head go boo, boo. The little old lady did not look back. She ran as fast as she could, and she didn't stop to catch her breath until she was safe inside her cottage with the door locked. She sat in her chair by the fire, and she rocked, and she rocked. It was so quiet in her cottage before the knock, knock on the door. Should she answer it? Well, she was not afraid of anything, so she went to the door and opened it. What do you think she saw? Two pair of shoes go clump, clump. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. One hat go nod, nod. And one very scary pumpkin head go boo, boo. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady bravely. What do you want anyway? We've come to scare you. You can't scare me, said the little old lady. Then what's to become of us? The pumpkin head suddenly looked unhappy. Oh, no. I have an idea, said the little old lady. She whispered into the pumpkin's ear, and the pumpkin's head seemed to brighten. The little old lady said good night, closed the door, and whistled on her way to bed. The next morning, she woke up early. She went to her window and looked out into her garden. And what do you think she saw? Two shoes go clump, clump. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. One hat go nod, nod. One scary pumpkin head go boo, boo. And frighten away all the crows. It turned into a scarecrow in the little old lady's garden. Wasn't that perfect? That was a very good idea. I think it's so much fun to be able to have things that scare us and things that we can have fun with and things that we can make work. I hope you enjoy your scary ghost. Boo, boo. It's so fun being with you, and it's so fun to make things with you. I'm glad to see you today. I think you are awesome. See you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. You're awesome, possum. See you soon.